one space away from where you're planning to turn.
Yeah.
Then you double check that your mirror is centered with that BMW circle. Can you tell that the car ahead of us would lose a point on their driving test?
Definitely, they're way out.
Hey, it's me, Jacqueline.
Hi, it's Sophia.
And we are here today. We're doing our third driving lesson. This is the last driving lesson before you take your driving test.
Yeah.
We're going to practice driving to your local DMV. You're going to take your test at the Culver City DMV, which is where your mom took her driving test. So she's going to be the best person to help you.
Yeah.
As the driving instructor, I'm going to go through all the skills that the assessor is going to be looking for, make sure that you're like ready.
Yeah.
But then you and mom will drive around and mom will be like, 30 years ago when I took my test, this is what they told me. And she'll give you the insight. So because you're the driver, this is your last, like you're ready for your test. You've driven all around Los Angeles for the last year of your life. You are ready to go. And that's why I get to sit with you and just experience this with you. So let's do it. Okay. When you reverse out of your driving spot, it's really important that you do that work of looking right and left over your shoulder, even though we have this great screen and I bet it's going to beep at us if we need help.
Yeah.
I'm just going to model. I love how you always talk about learning in a regular car so that you, and we see, stop. There you go. See, and that's when we're looking over that right shoulder, we can see in the mirror. Mom would have thought we got a little close. Nice. All right.
In 500 feet, turn left onto La Tijera Boulevard.
Oh, she has such a nice voice. I bet you can pick different voices.
I was about to say, I don't know if I can or not, but
oh, I bet there's a fun.
Now
I never
turn
really
left onto La Tijera
thought
Boulevard.
of that.
Wow.
But normally, yeah, my mom has like her own navigating thing.
Nice. So remember in my car how I make a big deal about tires under the windshield wiper? In yours, it's just, you see that little black dot?
Yeah.
That's your kind of focus. Just this is the perfect distance. Really good. And when you're on your driving test, your examiners will be looking for your safe distance behind cars. Can you tell that the car ahead of us would lose a point on their driving test?
Definitely, they're way out.
Yeah. And I'm noticing your foot is not on the brake. Like, is that just a Tesla thing?
I mean, yeah, well, when I came up to this spot, I didn't press the brake.
No brake at all?
No.
That's amazing. And then that camera shows you everything on the left side.
Yeah, that's the blind spot, I guess.
Amazing.
But I never actually, like, when I'm driving, I've never looked at that camera when turning. It's not like a instinct.
Good.
Yeah, which I'm like, I don't need it to be.
In 500 feet, turn left to take the Interstate 405 North ramp.
So there's sort of a family discussion about what car you're going to get to drive when you go to school.
I wonder. I have no clue. I'm in the dark for sure.
Okay. But we know that you driving to school will be really helpful for mom because she does a lot of schlepping back and forth.
But yeah, another thing is like driving to school with my mom. I know she that's her biggest complaint all the time is having to drive us to school. But I tell her, like, you literally had kids for a reason. You should have expected that you have to drive your kids to school.
Oh, I think it's a little different because when we went to school, like, I took the bus. And I know you take the bus sometimes too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think part of it is that your mom supported you to get into the most awesome, like, charter school. And it's just a schlep. It's further away from home.
It is. But I, really like going to Pally. So it's not really like, I guess it's worth it.
It absolutely is. I think about that white Tesla that just joined. Was that your intuition too, to like watch for them because we could predict that they were going to pull over in front of us?
Yeah. Well, since the lane wasn't merging, I'm not like when it's merging. Obviously, I'm like aware of like what's coming behind me, but when it's just like the side by side lanes, I just kind of see where they're gonna go.
Yeah. one of the ways to be your best defensive driver in Los Angeles, and I know you talked to me about this yesterday, is like you have to watch out for everybody else.
Yeah.
And be careful that nobody pops into your space.
I think, it's the next exit.
Yeah, so we should make a left lane change. Hopefully the friends will let us over. Check that mirror blind spot. And I love that you made it before the white line.
Yeah.
Our rule is if we have to cross over a solid white line, we're not allowed to. And when I was your age, I got a ticket for that on this very freeway.
Really?
Yes, I did. And my aunt told me, like, she didn't get mad at me, but she was like, never cut over the line.
Take exit
Yeah.
51 on Boulevard.
Not just because of the ticket, but because you don't want to be that driver that surprises other people. But
Yeah. Something to look out for.
so we just left your house and already we are in LA traffic. Tell me what it feels like to drive in traffic.
It's honestly fine. Like, it kind of keeps me in like I don't know. I feel more just calmer
Okay.
because it's not like too many like fast cars. Everyone's just kind of getting where they have to go.
Yeah.
It's not like, and I'm also not in a hurry.
Yeah. I like that.
So, yeah. But definitely, like, when I start driving, I have a feeling I'm going to have to leave very much earlier because everyone's going to want me to not have to, like, rush
Yes.
driving, which I also want that. I don't want to, like, rush.
I love that you're already counting on that. You're building in extra time. I want to appreciate how well you navigated that freeway. And especially just now we made 2 right lane changes and you did so awesome checking your mirror and your blind spot.
To Culver Boulevard.
So notice the no right on red, which I'm sure you're aware of.
Mhm.
And the idea is we can't see well enough around that corner.
Yeah.
We couldn't have seen that car zooming, so we're never going to make a right turn if it says no right on red.
Am I good here? Like, is that the
Yeah.
limit? Like, if I was in, like, my test,
Yeah.
would that be, like,
This first limit line
yeah.
is where you're stopped, and it's at a diagonal, so it kind of, I don't know if you can see up there, the
white
white
one up there,
corner,
yeah.
the first one, yep, and I think of it like a pocket. We're just right in the pocket. When you look here, you can see we're parallel to the white line.
So, yeah.
Yep. And when you look there, do you see the line separating? Yeah. So that's like, I love that you're asking the question, and that's how you make sure you just look at the marks around you, just like in tennis. You didn't go over the
500
line.
feet, turn left onto Sepulveda Boulevard.
One more, you got it. They pronounce the names funny.
I was going to say,
Yes.
they really do. It's interesting, for
Yeah.
sure.
I would think that a Tesla navigation device.
Now turn left onto Sepulveda Boulevard.
Yeah, Sepulveda.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of, like, a right name. It's really all funky, the way they say it, but yeah.
And since we can tell we're going to turn left, you made your left lane change even before she told you.
In 500
Like
feet,
that.
turn left onto Washington Boulevard.
So when we were talking about things you feel really good about and things you feel like you need
Now
to
turn
grow
left onto
around,
Washington
Yeah.
Boulevard.
the driving you've got and your growth area that you named is parking. So we are going to work on a little bit of parking.
That'd be very helpful.
So let's follow this left arrow, and you're going to use your signal even though it's a parking lot. Good. And then just practice following the arrows. Day of your test, you're going to want to go 5 miles an hour. So slow down. It feels so slow when the parking lot's empty, but it's really important that you get that good speed down. Let's go to the T and we'll turn left.
Okay.
And we're going to do full stop at the T. And we're going to signal. Got it. Nice.
So how many questions can you get wrong?
You're allowed to miss 15 points on the test. Right now, we're going to work on parking.
Okay.
To the right, beyond the convertible.
Mm-hmm.
So put on your right turn signal. Think about my right shoulder, your right shoulder. Stop here. You want to match up, and you can also use this seatbelt crossbar with the limit line one space away from where you're planning to turn.
Yeah.
Then you double check that your mirror is centered with that BMW circle, and you look down at the ground at that limit line there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where your left foot is just gonna slide in between. Do you remember ski lessons?
Yeah.
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 Your
Oh,
feet
that's a
are
good
your
one.
guide. Let's turn. I love how you have a little tree sprouting in the middle to center you. And then you stop. How did that feel? Okay. So we follow the same formula every time. Shoulder gives you perspective of being one spot away. Then you turn, and that visual, maybe that'll stick with you, of the feet, like zoop,
Yeah.
right in between the lines. And that's it. Just for fun, open up your door so that you can see. And I don't even know how to open my door. This button,
yeah.
okay. And then you can see your white limit line on the ground.
Yeah.
And you see how you're parallel and nicely spaced.
Mhm.
Okay. Since parking was your growth area, let's go around and we'll do it a couple more times.
Okay.
When we're reversing, we're looking out the right mirror for that blind spot, wrapping around the car. And we're going to try parking on the left
Mm-hmm.
in the spot between the concrete barriers. And you use your
Oh, there.
and you use your left shoulder to line up at this limit line. Make sure your mirror looks like it's going to turn and your feet fit right between the lines. And then you're looking at the white limit line ahead of you for your visual and to know when to stop. I think we nailed it. Do you feel that? Okay, let's open the door just for fun. Because it's so satisfying to see the straight lines. All right, let's make 2 more goals. Let's go park next to that white car.
Should I go straight or
Let's reverse out just to follow the rules, and then we'll park next to that car. Deal?
Okay.
Around.
And then they're here.
Yeah, we'll make a left. You'll remember full stop at every T. Here it's clearly marked. And you'll use your turn signal just like it's in a regular neighborhood. And of course, the day of your test, this place is going to be packed. So you're going to be watching. Actually, I think we have to turn left here. Yeah. And this time we'll turn right at the T. And I think we have other friends that are here practicing for their test. It's so common when the DMV's closed on the weekends for people to come around. Signal. Nice. And then you know that the width of the stop sign on the ground is the perfect match for the width of your car. Got it. And we'll turn right here. And let's park between the Range Rover and the fence for an extra challenge. So we slow, let's stop here. Thinking about your feet, this mirror going around the pole of the fence. Guide us in, and we'll use the pole on the right, number 10, as our visual. Nice. They're letting us know when to stop, but you already have that. Let's open the door just for fun.
Perfect.
Got it. It is perfect. And more than opening the door, I can see that your left foot is right on target with that line. I see that we're parallel to that car. Looks really good. Let's reverse out. A little extra challenge is you got a long fence beside you that you have to clear.
I'm going this side?
Yep.
Okay.
And Now for our final challenge, we are going to park beyond the back Prius, before the white BMW, just like these friends. Let's go one space away from closer to the white car. Use your left shoulder to line up with the white limit line. Visualize sliding in between your lines. And just for fun, we look and we rocked it. All right, that was super fun. Let's say bye for now. You are doing great. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks.